Hi everyone, I'm Liam, and welcome to the Learn English with Alexa podcast, where we help you improve your English skills.
And I'm Jamie. Today, we're talking about how to speak like a native in any language. Whether you're learning a new language or want to improve, this episode is for you.
Right? Speaking like a native isn't just about words and grammar. It's also about how you sound and understand cultural expressions.
Exactly. Let's start with pronunciation. What are some good ways to improve this?
One great way is to listen carefully. Watching movies, listening to music, or tuning into podcasts can help you catch the way natives speak.
Yes. Another tip is to mimic what you hear. Try repeating phrases right after a speaker. This helps with rhythm and sound.
Good point. Now let's discuss vocabulary. Using common expressions can make your speech feel more natural. What do you think?
Definitely. Common phrases reflect culture and make conversations flow better. Reading books or watching shows can help you learn these.
Also, keep a personal notebook of useful phrases. Write down things you like and practice using them.
Great idea! Now, let's talk about immersion. How can learners surround themselves with the language?
Immersion can mean many things. You can travel, join local language groups, or even participate in online chats to practice with native speakers.
Don't forget about apps. Many language learning apps connect you with native speakers for practice.
Exactly. And it's important to not be afraid of making mistakes. Natives appreciate your effort, and mistakes help you learn.
Right. The more you practice, the easier it gets.
To sum up, remember that regular practice is key. Even a few minutes each day can help.
Understanding pronunciation. Now, let's talk about pronunciation. Native speakers often have a unique way of pronouncing words that can be quite different from what you might find in textbooks. Like example, take the word comfortable. Many native speakers pronounce it as comfortable rather than comfortable. Practicing the natural rhythms and sounds of words is crucial.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen to native speakers, whether through podcasts, TV shows, or conversations, and pay attention to how they pronounce certain words. Imitate their pronunciation to develop your own.
2. Learning common phrases and expressions. Native speakers often use phrases and expressions that aren't always found in language textbooks. These phrases can make your speech sound more fluent and natural. Example, instead of saying I'm very tired, you might hear a native speaker say I'm beat or I'm wiped out. Learning these expressions can help you sound more like a native.
Exactly. Keep a notebook of common phrases you hear and try to use them in your conversations. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become.
Mastering intonation and rhythm. Another important aspect of speaking like a native is mastering intonation and rhythm. Native speakers often use a melodic quality in their speech, which can convey meaning and emotion. Example, in English, the sentence "you're coming, right?" can have a rising intonation at the end, indicating a question, or a flat intonation if you're simply confirming a fact.
Tip: practice reading aloud, paying attention to the intonation patterns. You can also record yourself and listen for areas to improve.
4. Using fillers and contractions. Native speakers often use fillers and contractions in everyday speech. Fillers like and like can make your speech sound more natural. Example, instead of saying I do not know, a native speaker might say I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. While you shouldn't overuse fillers, incorporating them in moderation can make your speech sound more relaxed and conversational.
5. Engaging in real conversations. One of the best ways to learn to speak like a native is to engage in real conversations. This allows you to practice your skills in context. Example, join a language exchange group or find a conversation partner online. Discuss everyday topics like hobbies, travel, or current events.
Obviously, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Native speakers appreciate your effort and will often help you improve.
6. Watching movies and TV shows. Another effective way to learn is through media. Watching movies and TV shows exposes you to authentic language use. Example, Choose shows that you enjoy and watch them with subtitles in your target language. This can help you catch phrases and pronunciation you might miss otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely, and try to repeat lines after the characters. This can improve both your pronunciation and your comfort with natural speech patterns. 7. Expanding your vocabulary with context. Let's talk about expanding your vocabulary. Learning words in context helps you remember them better and use them correctly. Example: instead of just learning the word happy, you might learn phrases like I'm on cloud nine or I'm feeling blue to express different emotions.
Yeah, absolutely. Read books or articles and pay attention to how words are used in sentences. Try to use new words in your conversations to make them stick.
8. Understanding cultural references. Cultural references can play a big role in how natives speak. Knowing these can help you understand conversations better. Example: in the US, someone might say, "That's a real game changer." This refers to something that significantly alters a situation, often used in business or sports contexts.
Absolutely, Liam, and follow social media accounts or blogs that discuss culture and trends in the language you're learning. This will help you pick up on these references.
9. Practicing everyday situation. Practicing speaking in everyday situations can boost your confidence. Think about the kinds of conversations you have regularly. Example: practice ordering food at a restaurant. Instead of saying, "I want to eat a sandwich," you might say, "I'd like a turkey sandwich, please."
Absolutely, Liam. And this is the best way to role play with a friend or language partner. Set up scenarios like shopping, meeting someone new, or asking for directions.
10. Listening actively. Active listening is key to improving your speaking skills. It helps you understand the flow of conversation and the way natives express themselves. Example: when a native speaker says, "Can you believe that?" they expect a response, like "I know, right?" or "Totally."
When you listen, pay attention not just to the words but also to the pauses and reactions. This will help you engage in conversations more naturally. As we wrap up, remember that speaking like a native is a journey. Use these strategies, expand your vocabulary, understand cultural references, practice everyday situations, listen actively, keep a journal, and find a mentor. With time and practice, you'll notice improvements in your fluency and confidence.
Exactly. And it's important to not be afraid of making mistakes. Natives appreciate your effort, and mistakes help you learn.
Right. The more you practice, the easier it gets.
To sum up, remember that regular practice is key. Even a few minutes each day can help.
And have fun with it. Choose topics that interest you to keep your learning enjoyable.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you found these tips helpful.
Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. Share your tips for speaking like a native in the comments.
Until next time, keep practicing and exploring.